The Echoes of Blackwood Lighthouse. The wind howled like a tormented spirit across the jagged coastline of Blackwood Point, where the lighthouse stood as a sentinel of forgotten memories and unresolved secrets. Marcus Holloway, a former maritime investigator haunted by a tragic shipwreck that had claimed his younger brother's life decades ago, found himself drawn back to the very place that had defined the darkest chapter of his existence. At 45, Marcus bore the weight of unresolved guilt. His weathered face, etched with lines of grief and determination, reflected years of searching for answers that seemed perpetually just beyond his grasp. The Blackwood Lighthouse, with its crumbling stone base and weathered iron lantern room, represented more than just a navigational landmark. It was a monument to his personal failure. When the local Maritime Historical Society requested his expertise in investigating unexplained phenomena surrounding the lighthouse, Marcus knew this was more than a mere professional assignment. This was his chance at redemption, his opportunity to finally understand the mysterious circumstances surrounding his brother Daniel's disappearance during a violent storm in 1897. As he approached the lighthouse, the salt-laden air carried whispers of forgotten stories. The structure loomed against the slate-gray sky, its paint peeling like decaying skin, revealing layers of maritime history. The wooden stairs creaked under Marcus's measured steps, each sound a testament to decades of isolation and neglect. Inside, the lighthouse's interior was a labyrinth of shadows and memories. Dust-covered logbooks, nautical instruments, and faded photographs created a memorial to maritime tragedies. Marcus's trained investigator's eye noticed something peculiar. Subtle inconsistencies in the preserved records, tiny discrepancies that suggested a narrative far more complex than simple maritime accidents. As night descended, the lighthouse transformed. Shadows lengthened, and ethereal sounds, distant maritime bells, phantom footsteps, and indecipherable whispers, began to weave an auditory tapestry of supernatural tension. Marcus realized he was not merely investigating a location, but confronting a sentient entity that held the secrets of multiple disappeared sailors. The turning point came when he discovered a hidden compartment behind an old maritime map. Inside lay Daniel's personal journal, its pages water-stained but legible. The entries revealed a horrifying truth. The lighthouse was more than a navigational tool. It was a conduit, a supernatural gateway that captured souls of sailors who perished in treacherous waters, binding their spirits to an eternal, liminal existence. Daniel's final entry spoke of a malevolent maritime entity that used the lighthouse as a trap, feeding on the life force of those who died at sea. This entity, neither fully spirit nor corporeal being, collected souls like a predator, accumulating trophies, using the lighthouse's strategic location to maximize its supernatural harvest. Marcus's investigation became a battle for redemption and release. Through a combination of historical research, supernatural confrontation, and personal resolve, he managed to perform a complex maritime ritual that would allow the trapped souls, including his brothers, to finally find peace. As dawn broke, the lighthouse seemed to sigh, its stones releasing centuries of accumulated spiritual tension. Marcus had not just solved a mystery, he had liberated generations of maritime souls trapped in a supernatural purgatory. Quote, "The moral of the story is, the narrative emphasizes that redemption is a complex journey, requiring courage, understanding, and the willingness to confront painful personal histories. True healing comes from understanding and resolving past traumas, rather than avoiding them." Over to you. What would you do? What would you do if confronted with evidence of supernatural entities in a historical investigation? How do unresolved family tragedies impact generational healing and personal closure? In what ways can historical locations serve as repositories of collective memory and supernatural energy? How might personal guilt motivate individuals to undertake dangerous or challenging investigations? What role do family bonds play in transcending physical and supernatural boundaries?